Good morning, my beautiful souls. So, I want to tap into a topic that has been definitely weighing on me and something that, I want to address and would love to talk about with you guys. And that is boundaries. Creating healthy boundaries in your relationships, in your lives, with, your everyday needs. I don't want you to feel guilty to set these boundaries. These are to care for yourself, and be unapologetic for setting boundaries. These are how you know, care for you, take care of who you are as a person, and fill your cup up as well. I know it is very easier said than done. I know it's hard. People take to offense. People take things personal, literal. I mean, in the world that we live in, it's almost like you can't possibly do anything without somebody feeling away. But I'm here to let you know that it is okay. Talk to you about how to set these boundaries if you don't know how to already. And I just want you to find an area that you can. Let's kind of meditate about this. Let's just be quiet. Let's find a quiet corner. I want to turn this into like a audio session / meditation session. I feel like we all can use this right now. If I'm talking to anybody going through something very personal, dark, doesn't like to share, I hope this resonates with you. I hope this comforts you, relax you, give you that that you needed to find that spark, find that motivation, find something that you were lacking in your spirit, and kind of give you that piece of fire that you need to just light that match and get this started. I hope this brings comfort to you. So yes, let's tap right into boundaries, okay, my beautiful souls? So now that you're all comfy and in a quiet area, if you can, wherever you are, yeah, let's just get right into it. And first and foremost, I want to say, please be unapologetic to setting these boundaries. It's very important to let people know how to be assertive to you and how to treat you. Setting these boundaries is a way of caring for yourself. It doesn't make you mean or selfish or uncaring. And just because you don't do the things other people's way that they would like you doesn't mean you don't care. But know that you care about yourself too by setting these boundaries. So first and foremost, I want you to get out of the habit of, and we all do this, I'm guilty, when people text us or say things, the first thing that we always say in a message is, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I was sleeping. I'm sorry, I was at the grocery store. I'm sorry, I was on another call. I'm sorry, I was taking some quiet time to myself. It's so easy that we are very apologetic for things that we are doing for ourselves, whether it's self-care that day, or it's a day that you don't normally, are on the phone for a couple hours in the morning and trying to set that mindset for you. We're so apologetic. We feel that we need to respond to every phone call, message, email right away. There's just no way that you're that available. And if you are that available, I need you to make yourself that much unavailable. And what I mean by that is you should be setting time for you every single day, my beautiful souls, because we go through so many things in life. We, whether it's work, whether it's at home, whether it's with your kids, your spouse, your significant other, whatever, whoever, we have to be taking that special time for ourselves to recharge our batteries, to rejuvenate, to feel whole, because the worst thing you could do is put all this power for somebody else to be in control of. And if you're taking that time to fill yourself up and fill your cup up, you would be less concerned on how others feel about you, think about you. I feel like we worry too much. 1 second, drinking coffee, sorry. We worry too much. We put so much high expectations on ourselves, and I know I'm guilty of that, especially in a workplace. I put a lot of high expectations, give myself deadlines and things like that. But if you're not in the right mindset, if you're not in a healthy place with yourself, then you cannot tackle these things in a timely manner. So be good to yourself. And I can never stress it enough, because it's a constant reminder, my beautiful souls, because we are our worstest critic. We are harsh to ourselves. We are hard on ourselves. It's enough to be in the world today, in society, where we may get that from others. But if you're good to you, and you're good to yourself, and you're filling that up, then all that stuff that people are putting or projecting on you, it's almost like when you do this and take care of you, it's like you're shielding yourself. It's like you got this big old shield, and all those words that are daggering at you or trying to come, or because others will try to break it down. If they see that you're happy, oh my God, why is she happy? Why is she smiling? Why is he smiling? So that will eliminate that dagger going to you, because don't take that personal. Don't put energy in what others say or do towards you because you don't like it. You don't like a lot of things. It's not fair. But set these boundaries. Set these really healthy boundaries. Let people know, it's okay to. And stop being apologetic for it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I do it myself, and I'm learning as well. So I want to tell you that this is a learning process. I'm right with you guys as far as learning this, creating these boundaries. What makes you feel good? What makes your spirit feels good? And whether that's like a conversation you're having and it's just not going in the direction you would like it to go. So if it's a misunderstanding, or somebody's getting upset, or someone's yelling, eliminate yourself from the equation. So that way you are just not sitting and listening to things like that. Don't engage in arguments. Don't engage in, unhealthy conversations, because you're getting subject to that. Your inner self is hearing these things, and then you start, what we do is, like, when we listen to other people, even if we're listening to their problems or their just negative self-talk, it's like we pick it up and we listen and don't internalize. And that's not what I want you guys to do, my beautiful souls. I want you guys to be happy, healthy, and on a great path and a great mindset. So, yes, definitely. So let's talk about these steps. And I have a lot of steps, but let's talk about a few steps that are great to start off with when you are trying to create this healthy boundary, letting others know. And first and foremost, I want to talk about this. Set a boundary with the amount of time frame that you're going to give yourself some quiet time. And it could be any time of the day, because I know we all have different schedules. So any time in the day, I want you to set. If you can't set a lot of time, I want to say the first effective would be 15 minutes. A good old 15 minutes. Because when you're like waking up and you're just like cranky and you're just like, ugh. Or if you wake up in the morning and just got this funk little attitude or just this, and you want to shake that off. So do things that are going to help you just ease that tension, because your day just started. You didn't go anywhere. Nobody said anything to you. Or maybe they did or they didn't. Whatever the case may be, if you live with someone. Definitely just do that. Whatever your preference is. So I like to make that coffee in the morning. I like the smell of fresh pot of coffee. Make a coffee or a tea, whatever it is that's gonna get you like feeling good in the morning. If it's the morning, or if it's at night, it's a bedtime hot tea, chamomile tea if you can't sleep. Anything that is for you. If you have an unsettling stomach, peppermint tea, I like it. It's good. But anything that's going to resonate your senses, just kind of give you that peace. And maybe it's not anything to drink, or maybe it's a book, or maybe it's jotting down your feelings, whatever your preference is. I encourage you to do something for 15 minutes a day that is for you. Now, I know most of you are like, oh, I got to do this in the morning. I can't do this at night. I never really have time, but we never realize that we actually do have time. Utilize that. Utilize whether it's that train ride, that bus ride, and it may not be quiet, but maybe the train ride is quiet. It all depends what, like I said, we need to stop making excuses, and we need to start being able to set these boundaries so that we can be able to take care of ourselves. So, okay, let's get back on track with these pointers, because I don't want to miss out, because I will keep talking with you guys because I just love it, and I love providing insight. So, first and foremost is taking 15 minutes out of your day for you. Doing whatever that is to kind of quiet your mind and get you at a peaceful state. Okay. 2, I would say definitely foremost, before you can, you don't have to do it in order. This is not going to be in order, so don't judge me. This is going to be all over the place, and you decide which ones you would like to pick and choose from and use. And I hope this helps you, because it definitely helps me. Setting a good bedtime. Setting a healthy bedtime. Don't stay up too late, but setting a good bedtime. Trying to consume at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep if you can. I encourage anything a little bit over 6 would be good for you. Some people, all they probably could get is 6 hours. So I want to say anything 6 and above would be great. If you can get the maximum 7 to 8, that would be amazing. So setting a healthy bedtime schedule, turning off notifications, text messages, and cell phone calls at night. Very important. We are so glued and consumed to our cell phones. They keep us up at night. So, if you're getting ready for bed and you have your phone in your hand, and I don't know if you're ever guilty of this, but you be on social media, reading emails, all this stuff. This can keep you up because your mind is just... So the third thing I'm going to say is be careful at what is the last thing you look at, do before bed. Because you want to kind of clear out some space, because you know it's the end of the day. You have all this stuff going on in your mind. Whether you can try to meditate, either one of my audios are fine, a meditation audio, or just quieting your mind, whether you're listening to a sermon, motivational speaker, anything that's going to be like a positive thing for your night routine. Okay, so that's good. So we got the bedtime, we got the 15 minutes. The next thing I'm going to say is 3, be vocal. Be vocal and don't be afraid to let people know. So, what I mean by that is if you're ever in a situation and, someone's just used to yelling at you all the time and this is how they talk to you, let people know that's not okay and that's not what you're accepting. So be mindful of how others treat you and let others know that you won't be accepting that behavior. Very important, set those boundaries. Be vocal. Don't be afraid to stick up for yourself. Don't be afraid to let people know. Sometimes I feel like people are not conscious of what they say, do, act, because people perceive messages differently. So if you're perceiving something in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, please address it. Don't linger on to it. Don't let it wait. It creates unhealthy things for us. So try to let go of things as much as possible. But if you are affected by something, please let that energy go by letting whoever know about it. So we got So we got being vocal, 15 minutes, good bedtime. This plays a factor, your morning routine. And I know you're like, man, if you knew my morning routines. What I want to say is, don't look at your circumstances. Because it's so easy for us to look at our circumstances and say we cannot do this. Look at your circumstance. Find a way. There's always a way. Find a way. Because I feel like when we make those excuses, we will make excuses until we cannot anymore. And we need to be good to ourselves. So, setting a healthy bedtime is just as important as setting a healthy wake-up time. And I've talked to you guys about this before, about mindset and how to deal with day-to-day, activities, tasks, our life, is what we do in the morning. It's very important. So if you are somebody who just does not have time in the morning, then you need to get up a couple minutes earlier so you can make that time. It is very important. Just like you make time to listen to a friend's problems, you make time to send that email your boss asked you to do, and you make time to put your kid on the bus or feed for your, cook dinner for your family. Everything that you make for others, I need you to get in the mindset of doing for yourself. Because you're just as important. So that is another thing. So that's 4 things I've named so far with tapping into some conversations and going in a little bit deeper about boundaries. But the number 1 rule that's going to oppose everything I just said is learning to be unapologetic. Please. Because I even catch myself, I catch others, and I even say, don't say sorry. Reverse your words. So if you are talking about something and, let's say you're just venting or unleashing. And then once we're done, we're like, I'm sorry, I just had to vent. No. Say thank you. Thank you for listening to me. Turn your words around so we can stop saying sorry, because sorry is being abused, misused. We use it all the time, and it loses its meaning because we're saying it for all the wrong things. You shouldn't be sorry. If somebody is listening to you and want to be there, just thank them. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for checking in. Let's use more thank yous and less sorries when it comes to certain situations. But if you're apologizing for something that you did wrong, acknowledge it. acknowledge it. But those are what sorry should be for. When something is done wrong. But setting boundaries is not doing something wrong. Not responding to a quick text or a phone call or something, that is not wrong. You gotta care for you. Because if you don't do it, who's gonna do it for you? Nobody can do it for you. Only you can. So I think it's important, my beautiful souls, set these boundaries for you. Take care of you as we're at the end of the year and we're slowly approaching into the new year. I want you to end off strong and good, just like we started. Very strong and very good. And I just want each and every one of us to get to this place where we are just feeling relaxed, just feeling comfortable with our decisions, our mindsets. Don't beat yourself up. Like I said, we're all going through things, and whether you're vocal about it or not, take care of you. If you're going through something and you just don't feel comfortable sharing, take a little extra care with you. Take more care. And whatever that is, and whatever you need, give it to yourself. Yeah, so we named about 4 things, and I probably have a jillion to go. But I didn't want to make this audio too long because I want to keep you here. I want to keep it to something where you can grasp, you can take, and you can just be aware. Like I say, I'm no expert in anything in life, but I'm just talking about my perspectives, my ideas, what I think about certain topics. And boundaries is a number one thing that I am definitely highly recommending everyone to use. I am using it. I am being vocal, and I am unapologetic, and I am setting the tone of how I want others to treat me. So set that tone for you. Let others know what you will and will not tolerate. And like I said, do what you need. Set these boundaries with phone calls, text messages, emails. You don't have to sit and listen to an argument. Toxic. Anything that's negative, anything that's a negative energy, someone trying to be negative, someone just is having a bad day. They want to project. They want someone else to have that. Nope. So remove yourself from situations that is going to tangle you in. Life is not perfect. I don't portray it would be. I just want to provide a healthy insight of what you can add into your life. I want to add value to your life. I want you to add something. Maybe you wasn't aware about it before this audio started, and maybe now after listening, you are aware. You're mindful. You're looking at your life and you're like, what could I do differently? What could I change? What do I don't like? What is upsetting me? What is not right? What is unhealthy? And take it from there, my beautiful souls. I'm sure you will create your own healthy boundaries. Only you are going to know what's personal to you for your life, for your daily activities. I encourage the boundaries. I hope any of my tips help. I have so much more, but we all know this could be 1,000 audios. I will reveal them all, but I definitely wanted to go in a little deeper with the topic, and I just wanted to express it. I hope you feel relaxed. I hope you can just feel a little bit better and give you this fire that you needed to do something for you. Once again, I wish all and each and every one of you guys a wonderful rest of your morning, rest of your day, afternoon. If I end off with something, I want to end off with this. Please, I don't know where you live, who you live with. Please let everyone know that you love them and you're walking out the door. Give them a kiss. Tell them to have a good day. Whether you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, do these things. It's so important. We don't know how our day goes, how people's day go, and how you go. And if you have no one or live alone, say it to yourself as well. It's not corny or cheesy. It's things that you need to do for you. I encourage it all. All the positive and self-talk is amazing. If nobody told you look fabulous today, I want you to tell yourself you look fabulous. Girl, you working my outfit. I do it all the time. People think I'm crazy, but nope, because I feel great. Like, I got that extra pep in my step when I know my hair is on fleek, And guys, don't be afraid to tell yourself, I'm working that suit today. I'm working this gear. Whatever. Take care of you, whether it's that uniform, whatever it is. You look good in that uniform. Tell yourself. Be kind to yourself. Do what you would do for others to make them feel good. Do that for yourself. All right, that's all the time I have for you guys this morning. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you taking time out with me. Your time is precious and I didn't want to waste it. And I hope that you guys feel like this was a valuable message to talk about. Stay tuned for more things coming your way. Once again, have a blessed and amazing day. Remember to spread more love and less hate.